They're back, and there's still no heel.
Hi and welcome to the running channel. I'm Sarah, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at these FBR's new Noa II heelless shoes. So last year Anna took a look at the previous iteration of these shoes, and so this year she's handed it over to me to give them a test. So I'm going to be unboxing these shoes, talking about why there's no heel, as well as heading out on a session designed by FBR to test these shoes out and see how they go. So stay tuned for all of that, but first though, if you are new around here, please do hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you get notified when we release new videos all about running. So let's start off by talking about the concept behind these shoes before taking a look at the actual shoes themselves. So it all started off about 5 years ago when a guy called Frank Bonetto read a book, Running with the Kenyans, by friend of the running channel Adharan and Finn. This sparked the creation of the first heelless shoe, as Frank Bonetto had been wanting to create a shoe for a while that took pressure off the heel. So FBR says that the reason for not wanting pressure to be on the heel is that when you run on your heel, there's a lot of impact on your heel which then goes up throughout the rest of the body, and they believe this can lead to injury. So by cutting the heel off the shoe, this forces the runner to run on the middle and the front of their foot, and therefore takes away that injury risk as well. Now the FBR concept has been tested by lots of different runners, and it's also gone under research at Sheffield Hallam University and has been used by doctors and injured runners at the University of Valencia. A lot of the research is really positive, and some leading experts have also been really complimentary about the shoes. Now, one interesting fact about these shoes is that FBR says that when you run in them, you should feel like a kangaroo or a cheetah. With no strained movement, you should kind of feel like you're floating, and that feeling of forward propulsion as well as you move through the shoe. So that is the concept behind these shoes. Now let's take a look at the shoe itself. So the first thing to notice is that the colourway has changed from the previous iteration. It used to be pretty much all white with red or blue flashes and lots of panelling on there as well, whereas this time round it's a much simpler design. Black and white in colour and kind of one consistent bit of mesh which stretches all the way around. The mesh is different as well. It used to be little hexagons on there, but now they're much smaller, little diamond oval kind of shapes, which hopefully should make the shoe a little bit more breathable. Overall, I really like the design of this shoe. I think if you are going to go out wearing a shoe that doesn't have a heel on it, it's quite nice to have quite a simple, sleek design on there as well, and really nice touches on it like the reflective strip on the back too. So onto the outsole next, and it's pretty much identical to the previous version. You've got nice bits which will help water run off. It feels really grippy as well. Funny how it does stretch over to the heel, although obviously that will stay pristine because you won't be running on it. But really nice design. One thing that you do notice though when you pick this shoe up is the weight distribution, which obviously because it doesn't have a heel feels a little bit odd compared to other running shoes. It feels as if all of the weight is drawn into the middle section of the shoe, as if maybe the heel's been cut off and all of that weight has been stuffed into the middle. Not concerning me at the moment because I think it's nice to have a sturdy feeling shoe, especially as you're not going to have any of that heel support we'd be used to in other running shoes. So one to look out for when I head out to test out these shoes, and in fact I think I should go do that right now. So if you purchase a pair of the FBR Noa II shoes, they will come with a code which gives you access to the FBR Club. This is where you can download the FBR Method, as well as read loads of articles and watch videos all about the FBR concept too. So I've gone on to have downloaded the FBR Method, and I'm now going to go and try out a training session in these shoes. So let's go. So there are a few different options for getting started in these shoes. For brand new runners, the FBR Method says that you can start off at what they call phase go. Alternatively, if you can already run for 30 minutes in one go, then you can start off with phase number 1, which they call familiarization and training. There is also an option for I don't want to complete the method, which is a combination of time in the shoes combined with strength training to get your muscles ready to run in them. However, FBR do say that this is isn't encouraged as a progression, and you won't see the full effects in the shoes, but it is an option there for you as well. So I'm going to start off with phase number 1, familiarisation and training, and the first session starts off with 3 minutes of walking. So let's go. So it definitely feels weird without my heel touching the ground. It's kind of that weird sensation of I don't know whether to just walk on my tippy toes or whether to use the midsole of my foot as well. I'm not feeling kind of any difference in my muscles yet. I mean, I've only been going for 1 minute and 15 seconds, so not a lot of time in them, but definitely feels strange, although I'm already getting that feeling of, because I'm up on my toes, I want to be running rather than walking. But I've got another 1.5 minutes to go before I can start a light jog in these. So the rest of the session is 1 minute jogging and then 1 minute walking, alternating, I'm guessing, so that you can spend that minute walking, focusing on your form and how your foot is hitting the ground, and then trying it out with some speedier stuff when you start running. And we're off for a little run for a minute. It kind of feels normal. I don't know what that says about my usual running style, but I think when I start running anyway, I am kind of up on my toes and my midfoot. It's interesting though how you feel your different muscles working. Number 1 done. Now onto some more walking. It's funny, as soon as I stopped running, I immediately wanted to kind of sink back into my heel, but there's nothing there, so I can't. So I'm now into my 4th minute of walking, and then I've got another minute of running, and then 1 more set to repeat. When I first looked at this plan, you know, as someone who can run for 30 minutes without stopping, I thought it looked really, really easy, but the different muscles that are at play when you're wearing these shoes is incredible, and I already feel like my legs have had a completely different workout to normal. Obviously, as you go on, the plan helps you build up, and so it should, in theory, become easier to do it, but already I'm feeling like I'm struggling at this, and that there's definitely something that needs building up. I think this 10 minutes of running and walking has made me concentrate more than I ever have on running, just to make sure that you're not, you know, because you could still run on your heels in them. It just feels really wrong, and gradually it's becoming less of a kind of conscious thought to run forwards. It's just naturally happening. And stop. They definitely feel different. I was sceptical at how different it would actually feel to not have a heel on my shoe. I think I'm quite a mid-foot, forefoot runner anyway, but I've definitely noticed the difference of not having a heel on the shoe, and so that's a good thing to give you that kind of thought that you shouldn't be running on your heel all the time. So I've just got back in from my first session in these shoes, and first thing to say is I definitely feel like I've had a workout. It was only 13 minutes, 3 minutes of just walking in the shoes, and then 10 minutes split half and half, 1 minute walking, 1 minute jogging. You definitely do feel a difference in these shoes of how your body is working. I don't know whether that is because I am a heel striker typically, or I kind of feel like usually I am rolling through my whole foot, but it definitely felt strange not using my heel. It definitely feels like my calves have been working quite hard, and I've definitely got a different type of workout than I would usually get if I went out for a 13-minute run. So what do I think of the shoes? Well, in terms of the actual support that you get throughout the midfoot and forefoot, I've definitely run in shoes which are a lot more cushioned, and it definitely feels a little bit stiffer compared to some of the shoes that are on the market, but are still a really nice comfortable ride in that shoe. I think I would definitely return to these sessions if I was looking for a way to switch up my training, or if I was kind of getting a lot of injuries and wanted to try something new to see if that would help prevent it. But what do you think? Would you ever consider going heelless, and are there any other shoes or products that you want to see us try out. Do let us know in the comments below, and we will see you next time on the Running Channel.